Next week, I would like to do a viewer Q&A video. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, please post them down below in the comments, or you can email them to me. And if I get enough of them, if there's enough interest, I'm going to do a viewer Q&A video next week. So let's say I'll wait about 1 week from today when I post this to see if I get enough interest. So let me know if you have any questions, and then I can post a Q&A video. This video is just a short one about my ride home from Yen2, which I found something interesting on the way home. And then at the end of the video, there's a tiny bit more about some of my students, which I know you're all interested in my students. Unfortunately, I did inquire about trying to tape in one of my classes, trying to film, and it sounded like it's a big no way. So for now, I'm not gonna try to do any of that. So here is the end of my weekend at Yen2. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I'm riding back from Yen2 with Vin. Vin's driving me.
Hello.
And I was seeing all these buses come by. Right now I don't see any, but I'll show you when I see them, like busload after busload. And there aren't really buses in HaiPhong. There are very few city buses, but they were kind of like these motor coaches. Well, let's see, here comes one. No, that's a van. There were these motor coaches carrying busloads of people. And I was wondering, what are these? Are these tourists? So I was asking Vin, and he told me, because it's like 5:30 p.m. right now, he told me that all of these buses are carrying workers back to their home. And he said, yes. I was like, so they work in town and then they go back home to the countryside? He said, yes. And there's just thousands of them. There was a busload after busload. Now it's a little late, so I think we missed them. But I asked, what kind of work do they do? Do they work in a factory? And he was trying to describe it. He kept saying, yes, they work in a secrets factory. And I couldn't understand what he was saying. And then I said, what do they make? And he was saying clothing underneath. Then he finally came up with the word bikini. Oh, hold on, here come some buses. Are these? Here's some buses carrying the workers home. And we finally figured out he was trying to say secrets. It's Victoria's Secret has a huge, multiple huge factories here where they make their garments, because, as Vin said, the cost of labor is so cheap here. But he said the company is not called Victoria's Secret here. It's called Marina, and it's a Singaporean company, and they make all of the merchandise that they sell. They then sell it to Victoria's Secret, who puts their label in it. So I guess this is one of the main industries here in HaiPhong, and they bus in workers from the countryside who go home every night. And I was saying, well, how long is their ride? He said it's 1 hour. It could even be 2 hours each way that these 2 hours each way that these workers come to work in these factories here in HaiPhong. Yeah, well, that makes me sad, but I mean, I guess that's a fact of life. Here's some more buses of workers. And when I was looking in the buses, I would see a lot of women. That's why I was asking then what kind of work. So I guess it's mostly women who work in the Marina / Victoria's Secret factories. So when I made my video where I told you about my teaching job, I didn't mention that the students do get a break. I said that the classes are really long, so they're either an hour and a half or 2 hours each. So the students do get a break. They get a 10-minute break for 2-hour classes and a 5-minute break for hour and a half classes. Also, I get a break in between classes of 10 to about 20 minutes each. So anyway, this next picture is what some of my adorable students got up to during break. And they did this all on their own without any prompting from me or anybody else. It's adorable. My students also sometimes give me little snacks during break time. Like they'll give me a piece of their snack, a piece of candy or something. That happens often. And then there's one little boy who goes outside to the water cooler and brings me a little cup of water every day during break. And he's like my top student. He's excellent. He's so good in English, way far above the rest of the class. Also, the little girl who was drawing the picture of me during break, she's also one of the smartest kids in the class too. Now this next picture is a picture of the stickers that we give out at the end of class. Um, there are stickers that are used as reward and punishment at my language center. So every kid gets a sticker at the end of every class. And if they did particularly well, you can give them more than one sticker. And then you can punish them by not giving them a sticker, which I've only done like 2 times. So on this picture of the stickers, I want you to guess which one of the stickers all of the little ones request to get. I don't know why, but I was totally surprised by this. There's one sticker that they all want from the sheet amongst all the rest of the stickers.